These companies did all these crazy things to attract like that top 1% of workers, and then that gets demonstrated as visible that my employer has personal trainers and chefs and has like sleep pods and has whatever I want. They'll give it to me, and I don't think 90% of businesses can compete with that. Like, how does the small business compete with that? How does the company where we're a sanitation company and we've got blue collar workers or whatever it is, like how do they compete against that employee value proposition? And I'd argue that a lot of these companies do like really amazing things and treat their employees really well. And it's almost like it's got lost. I feel like the thing that isn't discussed as much as maybe it should be is that employment is an exchange of compensation in exchange for your labor, whether it's physical or whether it's mental or whatever it may be, and that employers have added on top of the compensation. Not that employees haven't added on too, but the employers are going, okay, we're going to give you benefits, we're going to give you work from home, we're going to give whatever it is they've chosen. And it doesn't seem like that necessarily is taken, that's not taken into consideration, but they become expectations. They're like, what do you mean you don't do this? What do you mean you don't do that? And I think the problem is, and maybe this is a part of I think, what are we at, 200,000 tech layoffs in the last like year and a half, 2 years. Is that the catalyst, that there's been this misbalance where they've been overpaying and overcompensating and offering all these perks, and all of a sudden they've had to go, we have to realign, and the only way we can do that is by like, I guess, reducing. And so maybe we can get into both sides, because we've got the employee and the employer side, but I think it's actually awesome that the employees are able to get more visibility, ask for more, that it puts a greater onus on employers to be more competitive in the landscape. But it also, I think, puts an onus on employees where the employer, I think, to a degree, will do, I think, whatever it takes that they need to do to be able to hire the best people and to retain them. But it needs to be done, for the most part, with profitability in mind.
Oh, yeah. And the smaller businesses, you're right, they can't compete. But the smaller businesses, so I'll give you an example. A friend of mine owns a last mile delivery service in another province. And the thing that makes him so successful is just the care that he shows his employees, and small tokens of appreciation, really engaging them every day, making sure he's taking any of their suggestions on board, making sure he solves their problems if there is problems, things like that. It's huge.
Yeah. I wonder how you turn that into like a recruitment strategy, because it's hard to say, like, we do these great things. I guess it's good to do it. And I mean, I guess if it's, maybe Glassdoor or somehow being able to articulate that and have your employees support it. But I mean, I still think it's amazing they do that, but that's, does that compete again? And I mean, I guess maybe the employees working there don't have another company vying for their talent that are offering personal trainers and sushi chefs. Like, I know that's not maybe a prevalent thing I even see in Vancouver, but it's things that people see and hear and go, well, what is my employer able to offer me, as part of that just relationship?
Yeah, I think in that case, your employees are your recruitment strategy. And you do good things with your employees. Your employees understand that they feel appreciated, they feel valued, they feel like they want to support this organization and they're part of the organization. All of a sudden, your employees are your best source of other people, because who knows, you could just say to everyone, hey, we need to recruit 5 more drivers coming up next month. Put a call out to your friends. And to be honest, in a lot of ways, referrals often work out better than just a general call for resumes. Because a referral is more likely to stay based on, someone knows somebody and that happens to be the right skill set, or that happens to be a similar point of view, and they're happier to stay.